Welcome back to the Dethroning Your Inner Critic YouTube channel, where you can learn to stop the self-sabotaging voice in your head from getting in the way of living your most empowered and abundant life. So today I want to talk to you about accessing your inner world, because your inner world is what determines the quality of your whole life. So most people automatically focus on the outer world because they believe that their experience of peace and fulfillment and joy and love and success and happiness comes from finding the right circumstances or the right people or achieving the right goals so that they can feel the way they want to feel. Now, we're used to trying to find our value and worthiness out there from other people and from meeting our goals. And those goals are really the ideal picture of what our life is supposed to be. So we automatically believe, if I can get my business to the next level, if I can finally write my book or get to the next level of health that I want, or if other people see me as successful, then I will finally feel accomplished and smart and successful, and I will finally be happy. And until I get those things, I won't feel fulfilled and at peace. And I will have this nagging feeling like I'm not yet living the life I want. And this is exactly why so many successful women are so burnt out. So when you keep trying to find your fulfillment from the outside world and don't know how to tune into your inner world to find your peace and your value and your worthiness and your joy, you're letting your inner critic rule your life. You may continue to believe that the key to feeling how you want to feel is to keep trying to get to the next goal. Now, I love the goals I'm reaching for. I will never stop reaching for goals. But if I'm not in tune with my inner world and finding my peace and joy and fulfillment and gratitude right now with who I already am and the life I'm already living, then I'm caught in a vicious cycle of always looking for what I need next to make me feel successful and accomplished. And that means this very moment, this beautiful, precious moment that's right in front of me that I will never get back, is invisible to me because my inner critic keeps me focused on the future. Now, why does our inner critic keep us focused on what we need our future to be so we can feel fulfilled? Because somewhere in your past, you made a decision that in some way you weren't good enough. And you've been trying to figure out how to feel good enough ever since. And you probably don't even know that you made this decision. All you know is that you keep looking towards people, circumstances, experiences, and goals to make you feel the way you want to feel. And while you might even be reaching all of your goals, maybe even exceeding all of your goals, right? And you might be someone who other people see as successful. Are you really fulfilled? Can you stop and appreciate the life that you've created? Are you balanced and at peace? Or are you racing from one goal to the next to the next? So if you keep expecting your goals to determine the quality of your life, that's not really the authentic you. That's your inner critic who keeps convincing you that you need something else that you don't yet have in order to feel fulfilled. So your personality might be tense, you might be a workaholic, you might be unbalanced, you might be irritable. You might frequently complain that you don't have enough time to do the things that you really want to do. And you might believe that someday I will get there as long as I keep pushing myself to reach my goals. But that someday never comes. And this is why so many people have all the things. They have the beach house, they have the position of power, right? They've written the book, they've done the thing, they've gotten the love of their life, but they're still unhappy and unfulfilled. So let's talk about how to access your inner world, because when you know how to find your peace and joy and balance and fulfillment from within yourself, and then from that foundation, you're reaching for your goals, that's a completely different life. And that's a completely different self. And what's fascinating is that when you know how to tune into your inner world, you create the energy of peace and joy right now. And that's when the universe co-creates with you to bring to you all the synchronicities, all the people, all the circumstances that will make your vision a reality. So you can access your inner world in many different ways. I prefer meditation and journaling. Some people do it through prayer. Some do it through yoga or a reflective walk in the woods. But the bottom line to accessing your inner world is that you have to make the room and the space to access it. You have to have the courage to come face to face with the pain that you've been carrying around with you for most of your life. And you might have been trying to run away from it for so long that you don't even know that that pain is somewhere down, deep down. So by doing the work to ground yourself in the sweet spot of this precious present moment, you are intentionally disconnecting from your outer environment. You're reducing the stimulation and the inner noise. And that is when your brain waves actually slow down. So when you slow your brain waves down, now you're intentionally accessing your inner world. You're accessing a different part of the brain. You're actually shutting down the neocortex of the brain. And you can now start to pay attention to your inner critic mind. You can start getting curious about what she's saying to you. What does she sound like? What does she believe? And when I listen to her, how does she make me feel? And what emotions do I feel? If you engage in practice that accesses your inner world every day, it could be a practice for 10 minutes, you'll arrive at a deeper truth than you were once aware of and living from. Because you'll start to tap into your intuitive center, that part of you that's separate from your inner critic, that part of you that can observe your inner critic's beliefs and judgments and opinions and body sensations and emotions, instead of getting caught in the quicksand of all of it. You're witnessing your inner critic's thoughts, emotions, physical, body sensations, but you're not swallowed by them. So when you access your inner world, you align your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors with your true authentic self. And you can consciously detach yourself from your inner critic's desires of wanting more and suffering when you don't have what she says you need in order to be happy. And over time, practicing that, we access parts of ourselves that may have seemed unreachable, and we achieve things that we never thought were possible. Thanks for watching. And for more videos to help you access your authentic self and live your best life, hit the subscribe button.